Hey everybody, it's Mary Jo with chatandchalk.com. If you're here live, that is awesome. If not, welcome to the replay, right? Might as well get it going. So I'm here today. I'm so excited. I have to start doing my lives during the day, just so that you guys know, because the problem is it gets a little crazy and hairy at night, and I'm gonna start doing some things with my church, and I have ballet with my daughter, and there's just so much going on in the evenings around here right now. So I want to make sure to get these lives going with you, right? And so that you guys could have a lot of fun doing some chalking and some inking and some crafting all along at the same time. So remember, I need you to share me out. I'll be doing a drawing at the end of the month for some fun. Could be something I made, could be product. You just never know. Hey, Deneen. You just never know what I'm going to be giving away. Well, it could be coffee, because coffee is my friend. And as you can tell, you know, in the daytime, sometimes I don't have the makeup on and all that stuff. So I'm doing a little bit of remodeling here at my house, so that's always a little crazy too. But today I am going to use some amazing things. I love this new transfer. You'll never know how much I love you. You'll never know, dear, is what it's called. So we're going to add a click link for you on this live that will show you everything that I've used in this whole live, so that if there's something on there that you just want to go make, you just go click the button, go to the cart, check out, and you're done. So it's one-time shopping. It's kind of fun. So this is the transfer I'm going to use. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. You guys know that song, right? You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. So I'll be pulling this out using this. I'm going to be using one of our canvas pillowcases because I love these things. They're durable, they're heavy. You can actually throw these in the wash, be done. And they're just the right size to cover your pillows on your couch, and you can make your whole new decor in your living room. That easy with a pillow, right? You can change it up for the season. And all you store then is just the little pillowcase. You don't have to store a whole pillow, you guys. Don't do that. Don't go buy $20 pillows. Let me show you how for $12.99 you can make happy in your house. Just saying. Okay, so let's get going. And then, of course, we'll be using ink. This is our ink mat. I love this. As you can see, I've used it to make a whole bunch of t-shirts. So what you do with your ink mat is you put it inside your pillowcase. This is the whole trickiest part of the whole thing. And just make sure that you have it the way that you want it. Yes, I do. So I'm going to just slide this in there. You kind of have to slide with the bottom and sometimes hold at the top, you know, the top of the ink mat to get it in there, because you want to get that in there so that your pillowcase will actually become a hard surface. So I have my zipper down here, and then I'm gonna literally pull and smooth this onto my ink mat, because it's going to make it nice and taut so that it's almost just like a chalkboard, because we're going to be using these transfers on them, right? And if we peel it up, we don't want it to peel up our ink and make a blur. We want it nice and smooth all the time. So I'm going to try and do this upside down for you, but I might not do very well. But I'm going to do it straight side up to begin with. Now, this pillowcase I'm making for my sofa, because you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. My colors downstairs are blues and grays and whites, kind of like a little bit French country farmhouse. I don't know what you would call it, but that's how it is, okay? So I'm going to be using Tide, Midnight Sky, and I'm going to add some purples. Regal and Fig. I just like that color combination. And then I'm going to add Storm in as my neutral. I'm going to be making rainbows and a lot of words, okay? So that's how I'm gonna do it. And you guys know that I don't always have a plan, so we just make the plan. So I think the first thing I gotta do is use our little shears. And like you guys know, I always tell you guys I love these shears. And then you know, this is a real simple project. You can make this for friends. You can make this for yourself. This looks really great on a wall banner, guys, or on a nice board. Choosing the colors, it's great for like a nursery too. So this has 4 different rainbows. So down here in the corner, you see it says 4, and there's one that says 2, and there's one that says 1, and one that says 3. So if I were doing this on a board, I would actually go ahead and chalk these registration marks, because then I would line up the registration marks with each different layer. Since I'm doing it with ink, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna eyeball it to do each different size down my rainbow, okay? So that's gonna be the difference of ink versus chalk today. So I'm thinking I'm going to do this here and put the rainbow at the top, because this is gonna be, I have a little bowl that I just keep all my dirty stuff in right here at the base of my light stand there, just so you guys know. So if you see me throwing stuff in there, that's why. And since I'm using this on material for the first time, I don't have to fuzz it. So that's always really fun too. If you use it on your material first, you don't have to use this amazing fuzzing cloth to fuzz it and get all the icky off, because you're actually getting all the icky off on your pillowcase. So that's okay too. So you could, if you wanted to measure, go ahead and measure. I eyeball things. Remember, when you take your transfer off, you just need to do a Band-Aid roll, okay? Only a Band-Aid roll. You don't need to. Hey, Dawn and Lisa, how you doing? I'm getting ready to, I can see a little bit of you guys, not a whole lot. Okay, and I was gonna use my switcher today, and I said, I gotta get better at that. So I'm gonna take this off and lay that paper aside. Now, like I said, if you're using your chalk, make sure that you use the fuzzing cloth first and get all of your super sticky off. But since we're using our pillow, we're just gonna go ahead and use it directly onto the material. Now this is where that ink mat comes into play. You see how nice now I can make this flat and sturdy, and now I'll be able to go ahead and ink on here and not worry about it not being taut, right? It's nice and taut, it's sealed. Just make sure that you can get that down nice and sturdy, because you don't want any bubbles. You want your material to be nice and all the sticky where it needs to get, right? And I am going to do this. I'm gonna do the word love in the blue, in the tide, because I love that color. And then I think maybe deer. I'm always trying to think how this is gonna look, because you know, me. And then, or I might do the whole, this I'm gonna do in dark blue, tide, fig, and bright purple, I think. Or bright purple and fig, and then gray and love. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so let's get our storm going here. This is our storm color. It's a nice neutral gray. And this little guy, he has been my friend for a while. Our storm ink is one of my most popular. I love it. Now remember, you should always have some sort of little towel here for your fingers, especially when you're working. Hey, Catherine. Mary, how you doing? Especially, and I'm using our mister. I love our mister. Especially working with ink, have this towel for your little fingers because goodness knows it's crazy. And then I like to use the stir stick. Go ahead and get your ink nice and in the middle and stir it up because sometimes it will separate. That's normal. The colors just separate. This one's not so bad. And actually, since I already have this on here, I'm not going to do the word love or dear. I think I'm going to do those in different colors. I'm just going to spread this on here. As I said that, I got a little gray on it, right? Ah, Mary Jo. It's okay. You guys know I'm a hot mess. It's all good. So let me get this. So you're just going to ink this like you would chalk. And inking is just the same way. It's just you're working on material. So if it starts to feel like it's lifting a little, just hold it, you know. Just go ahead and hold it. And your ink is going to be a little, I don't want to say it's not as creamy. It's just a little different. It's a different base because obviously it's more of an oil base, right? Because it's got to stay in your material. Still trying to think about that deer if I want to do it. I think I'll do it in the plum color. Or maybe I'll just do it in the tide. I don't know. We'll see how it looks here once I get the gray on. But anyways, so your ink is going to be a little, it's not that it's more creamy, but it's a different viscosity. That's a big word, guys. Viscosity. I know, right? Gotta keep my vocabulary going because I'll tell you what, I could like have crappy vocabulary so much if I allowed it to be. It would be like, I would sound like everything would be big and everything would be good and everything would be bad. I have to use big words like viscosity and crazy. Yeah, I think maybe I'll just do those in the tide. That will make me happy. And remember, your job is to make yourself happy or make your friends happy when you're crafting. I had to come back, guys. I've had a really rough summer. I know some of you guys have too. And I've had to come back to my initial passion, which is I just need to have fun. I need to have fun doing what I do, right? I don't need to worry about what tomorrow's gonna bring. I don't need to worry about what other people are doing. I need to make it happy for me because you know what? In the big picture, nobody else cares. And I need to make what's happy for me, and I need to show other people how they can be happy too, right? And I am just gonna go back to what I love to do and go with it. I love to teach people. I love to help people, and I love to just make things happen for others. So that's what Chalk Couture has done for me. It's brought me back to my happy place. So if you need to get back to your happy place, you just need to call me because I would love to help you. I do love to help people. That's part of being in my happy place. And then I'm gonna just make sure I have like all these little lines gone. There's some little tiny lines here. I don't want those little lines showing. I have a little bit of gray right there, but I'm not gonna, that's not something I'm gonna lose sleep over. It's not worth all that. So like I said, make sure that you have your fingers all nice and clean here when we go to pull. And then we're gonna pull it up and make sure that we're all covered on each little area. So far, we're doing great. It's looking pretty good, guys. Oh, doesn't it look pretty? It's gonna look so nice on my sofa. I'm gonna have to like stage a picture on my sofa once my sofa's clean for you guys. Right now my sofa has a bunch of clean laundry on it. I know you guys don't understand that, but you know, hey, it's real life. and real life happens. So I'm gonna leave this to the side for a minute, show you how to clean your transfers, because right now we have our new transfers coming out. Now this is just my microfiber, and you can have whatever you like. They recommend to use the spray method right now with our new transfers and our new paste. It just makes it a lot easier on everyone. And you can run it under your sink, but you'll get a better clean by just using the spray method. Okay, so it's just totally your own call, but personally, I like this way. Take your board eraser, and I like to do a couple sprays on it just to make it wet. So you're gonna spray your transfer, put it down on, you can even use your fuzzing cloth if you want. You can put it down on there, and then just go ahead and take your board eraser and do sticky side down and clean this really nice. You just kind of rub on it. Push that ink through just like that, okay? Not a big deal. And that way you're getting that screen nice and clean. You see, you're gonna wash this out with water. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take another microfiber. I'm gonna spray it one more time. And you just flood it with water while it's sticky side down. That's all okay. It's not gonna hurt anything. And then I just take that other microfiber and I push hard. And I just, once I get that initial, oops, I got a little here that I couldn't get on my microfiber, so I'll just do that. But once you get that initial layer off, it's a lot easier. And then we're gonna peel this up off your microfiber, and now you're like totally fuzzed. Look at all that junk that we got out, right? Turn it over just like this. And then I'm gonna flood it again with some water from my mister. And what happens is sometimes the ink stays right on these lines of the transfer. So we just have to get that last outline off the screen. Take your cloth again, wipe this just along with the screen. And you're also kind of drying it, but you're getting it nice and clean so that you can put it back on its backer. Some people say let it dry, but you know what? It is pretty dry if you wipe it, so you're good to go. Remember, shiny to sticky, shiny to sticky, shiny to sticky. My big thing, shiny to sticky. Make it fit, girls and boys. There we go, lay it right down there. Shiny side, sticky side. Rub it down, and you're good to go for the next time. It's all ready to work, okay? So how cool is that? 1, 2, 3, easy peasy, lemon breezy. Let's get back to our project. And I'm gonna be able to do this one upside down so you can see the happy here. Let's see, there we go. I just think this is gonna look so good with these colors. You know, I could even just keep it the blues and the grays, but no, I'm gonna add those purples in. I really like those purples and the blues together. So the first one I wanna do is the dark blue, the midnight, or what's it called? Yeah, it's called Midnight Sky. And I'm trying to remember if we still have that color. And I'm just gonna lay that here. Rub that down nice. Get my Midnight Sky. And remember, this is the dark one, right? So I wanna have my finger rag here. And I'm gonna use the detail tool on this since it's just smaller and I don't need to worry about getting my fingers on anything. And I don't wanna get those register marks on here. Isn't this a pretty color? It's like a navy almost. I'm trying to think, I can't remember if we have this color anymore. I'll have to look if we do or not and put it in your bundle color thing if you want. The other thing is, if you guys want a, we're gonna have some samples coming out in February that are gonna be available to you so that if you wanna just try it, you're able to do that. Now remember, please go and share my video. I'm trying to build up my people and my business. I want to get back to my happy place. So share me out and about. You know I'm not like all crazy crazy, wow, let's do all this and YouTube-ish. That's not my style, y'all. I'm just like a real mom. Look at that. It's almost like dark. Like, it is dark. I like that. Oh, it's gonna look so good. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little dry here real quick, just so that I can do my next level. And I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be a little different. Now, you don't want it, you wanna make sure you're not really, if you're using a heat gun here, a cool blow dryer might work better. We do have a tool coming out in February. It's gonna be a dry gun. And it's a little warm. It's not as hot as a heat gun, but it is a warm air tool. And I think it's only like $24.95. So it's like a good deal. Now I'm just gonna take this and lay that there for a second. Remember, Band-Aid roll again. And since we're not, I just wanna leave that there. Since we're not, using the registration marks, I have to be a little careful here. So here's where I'm at, and I want to go down just a tad. And I'm going to just push down there. And my next color is going to be my Tide. And again, I'm just going to use my detail tool here. Just like this. Now, if I were to have the other colors of blue and ink, I'd probably use those like the Ocean Mist or the Colonial Blue, but I do not have those colors in ink in my stash. I have them for sale, for purchase, but I don't have them in my stash because like when I ink, I use what I have and then I go to my next colors. Unless it's a specific project for somebody that I'm doing, you know? So this is that beautiful Tide, this color. Now my chalks are a different thing. I have every color of chalk open because I chalk a lot. I do chalk a lot, like chocolate, but only chocolate. Isn't that pretty? Look at that, what? Oh, I'm so excited. And this one's next, number 3. I know. Now, do I put, which one will I put next? I think I'll put the Regal next, right? The bright one and then the dull one. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I almost want to put the Regal and then the gray. I don't know, you guys, the Regal and then the Fig. Yeah, and then it goes into gray and then, yeah, I'll do the Regal next. Okay. So the Regal, Band-Aid roll it out. And bring it up here, see your sizing where you want it. Just do the inside. Salvation and it's in my soul. Singing next to a song. Okay, we're almost done. I'm kind of real excited about this. Then I can go, I'm gonna let this dry. So how you do with our ink is you just kind of let it dry overnight and then you peel it off your ink mat. And then you're gonna heat set it with an iron. Put a piece of parchment paper over it, heat set it, put your iron on dry, high dry. And then press it for about 4 minutes just to heat set it into that material so that you, oh, that is so pretty. I love these colors together, you guys. Then you're gonna press it so that it's heat set and then you're good to go. You can wash it, you can do whatever you want, put it on your pillow. So it'll be a couple days before you actually see my finished product on this, okay? I'm loving the way this is looking, aren't you guys? I'm wondering, you know what you could do? You could even make this, like, if you didn't want a rainbow, you could do like a whole circle. You could make all kinds of fun with this shape, and you could even use, like you could use, hey Mary, I know, isn't it fun? Hey Cindy, you could even use these circles to go with the boho patterns, right? And add some boho with it. That would be like really cool. If I would have thought of that. I would have had my boho patterns out and added a few boho on it. Maybe I'll do that on the other pillowcase, because the pillowcases come in twos, you know? So on the other one, maybe I'll do some boho and a nice fun saying, because I'm gonna have this down there. And this is great. Like, you could use this for Valentine's Day if you wanted. You could do it in pinks and mauves, whatever you want, you know, pastels. But I love this transfer. I do love this transfer. And you know, I have some, I like adding those sayings onto your pillows, because you know, your whole family sees them, right, during the day. Well, at our house, we don't have like a formal sitting room and all that. We have our normal, everyday couch that we hang out on, and that, you know, words of encouragement are always important during the day. You know, even if you can't read, a nice happy rainbow would be fun. So, oh, look at that. Oh, I love it. I love how this looks. Now, I always try and critique what I do, right? So the next time I would probably start with the little one and put it here and come up and maybe bring that rainbow down a little, but I do love the way it looks. So that's the only thing I think I would do differently. What do you guys think? Do you like this? I mean, how fun is that? So this is my project for today. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging with me a little. If you're here on a replay, will you please just give me a hashtag replay so that I know that you're here? And if you have any questions, please ask them. Please share this out with all your friends and have fun. And if you guys are interested in doing either a Zoom class, if you don't live in Orlando area, or if you want to do a class in Orlando, you're welcome to come to my studio in about 2 weeks, and because I'm in the process of changing it all up. But you're welcome to come to my studio. I will bring this stuff to your house with your friends. I do classes in the day, and I do classes in the evenings or on weekends. So just holler and let me know what's available for you. Remember, I'm getting ready to go to Maui with that free trip that I earned with Chalk Couture. I've taken my whole family. What? It's going to be so sweet at the end of February. So if you want to book your classes, let's get it going really quick, okay? Just let me know. Shoot me a message. We will get you going. I'm going to be at the Stamp and Scrapbook Expo in Clearwater if you're there. So look up all that on my calendar, chatandchalk.com. And I would love to meet you guys in person. So I hope you enjoyed this. Share me out and about. Doing a drawing at the end of the month. There's so much fun going on. So it's been good hanging with you. It's been fun. So I'm glad we could do that. If you're coming back and watching again, give me a hashtag replay so I know you're here. If you're sharing, I'm going to be looking and putting your name in a drawing. Okay, guys. You have a blessed day.